What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day, and you see all of the green right here. Our VIP had the second best day ever that we've ever had, you guys. We went up 40 units on the VIP. That is, if you're a $20 bettor, what 40 units means is you would be up $800 yesterday alone. Also, Saturday and Sunday, which this was like 3 days ago over the weekend, we went up 25 units on Saturday and Sunday, okay? So Saturday, Sunday, plus yesterday, you would be up 65 units, you guys. 65 units in the matter of a couple of days. That would be $1,300 you would be up if you're a $20 bettor, which I know some of you guys bet less than that. Some of you guys bet way more than that, right? That is enough to purchase my VIP for 6 months, actually more than 6 months if you wanted to do that. That is insane to think about. You could get my VIP for that long and you'd have all of those 6 months free. If you guys don't know, the past 6 months, as I track everything, I show you guys my wins, my losses, I show you guys the performance. A lot of people on YouTube or on Twitter or wherever are not going to show you these kinds of things. We are up 375 units over the course of 6 months, okay? So this is since May 17th, about 6 months. It's like 6 months in like a handful of days, I'm pretty sure. And you can see there's some helpful markers here. So if you're a $5 bettor, this is the minimum that you can even bet on PrizePicks. You can't put any less than $5 on PrizePicks plays. So if you're a $5 bettor, you have the minimum amount that you can even put on plays. You'd be up close to $2,000. A $20 bettor, you'd be up $4,500, and then a $100 bettor would be up $37,000, you guys. You could buy a car with this. I've had members of my VIP purchase cars and say it in the comments that they purchase cars with my performance. So please, I can't stress this enough. If you're in my VIP, maybe you just joined or maybe you've been with me for a while now, please leave a comment down below. I can't even tell you guys how much that helps me. And I'll get comments here and there, like still, it's crazy. Like I'll cash like a 10x on the YouTube play and I'll still get comments like, oh, like this went wrong, or like you can't profit sports betting over the long term. And it's like, dude, this is 2,000 bets over a 6-month period, and we're up close to 400 units over that. Like, please show me anyone else that's doing this. And like, I agree that it's hard to profit sports betting, right? And you have to stick to a strategy, but my strategy of correlated betting is extremely good, and it shows you over time. Like, this is just data, right? I'm just showing you guys data. I'm not you can go back 2 months ago and this number is going to be lower, right? Like, you can see how I'm tracking this over time. It's honestly been a pretty crazy November, I won't lie. Beginning of November, we had our best day ever, going up close to 50 units in a day. Actually, it was like 45 units. This was this little peak here. And then the following week after that, I had a lot of people join because of that, obviously. Following week after that, I did not do very well. It was kind of a bad week. It was a down week. You can see we go back down. We kind of give up a lot of our profits, but I told you guys, stick to the plan, stay course. I've been here before. On this graph, it's not all straight up. There's peaks, there's valleys, there's there's times where we flatline a little bit, but we always go up, you guys. That is what I said over the past 2 weeks, right? Beginning in November, we had a crazy day, and then we had a week that it was not very good, and I told you guys we are going to be at all-time highs soon, and I told you guys my goal for the end of the year is to get this to 400 units, and we are well on the way to that. So you can see that 1 week in November is just a little blip in the graph now. It's just a little valley, and now we are going to be way up here come New Year's, right? We're going to just keep building that bankroll, especially when playoffs come. Once NFL and college football playoffs come, it is so easy to make money during playoffs because these teams are like well-oiled machines at this point, and they throw a lot, and there's even match games. So you guys can look at some of these, highlights of these. Obviously, we have these 4-mans. They're very correlated. This one was kind of a highlight here. We have these pictures are crazy, but we have this guy Tommy. I don't even know how to say his last name, you guys. It was a Kent State quarterback, and then Luke Florida. He had an 80-yard touchdown. Okay, so Tommy threw Luke an 80-yard touchdown. So that means it's 80 yards for Luke and then 80 yards for Tommy. So this hit more than half of his line in one play in the first quarter. Okay, more than one play in the first quarter hit half of his line, and then Luke's whole line happened on that 80-yard play. It actually doubled his whole line there. So you can see soccer's been really good for us. I'm telling you guys, football is extremely correlated, but if you follow some of these guys that only give out football plays, it's a little bit different, right? The game is constantly changing, so you have to adapt. You have to start using esports. You have to start using soccer. Soccer correlation did amazing for us. You can see I take unders on one team, overs on another team, unders on one team, overs on another team, and you can see how correlated that is. This was also a YouTube play I gave out right here. Actually, no, this was it right here. It was Desmond Bain and then Jason Tatum. So you guys should have cashed this. Again, this was the YouTube play yesterday. That was that 4-man. We obviously cashed the taco, so that was 3x. And then this was the YouTube play, and it just went opposite correlation, right? Like, again, I don't want to give people like this credit, but like I had a comment that was like, oh, the YouTube play, it went red, like, you know, it didn't hit. And it's like, that is what I'm doing right here. I'm trying to find plays that go red together or green together. That is what correlation is. So obviously Brett Gabbert, he had a good game, and then Tracy had a good game as well, because his quarterback, if the quarterback does well, the receiver's going to do really well, right? That is what I come on and talk about. And we're trying to find things. Instead of 4 things happening, we need 2 things happening. We need, in this case, we needed Miami of Ohio to not pass very much, and then we needed the Steelers to, on Friday to pass a lot, where Russell Wilson gets over pass attempts and then Jaylen Warren gets over receiving yards. That didn't happen, obviously, but look, we have all these, and all of these plays, these are 9x, 9.5x, 10x right here. So these plays do extremely well, and one play can pay for 10 losses, okay, you guys? One play pays for 10 losses. We also had these. We have some setups. These were on the VIP as well. Setup for tonight. We're also set up for this Pittsburgh game with a taco. So you can see esports. We've just been crushing esports. I did want to tell you guys to get into my VIP. There's 2 ways. Free VIP. Sorry for the longer video today. It's important to get these things across to you guys. But the best way to get my VIP, if you're an iPhone user, is to text me the word rebet, okay? I will get you guys in for 2 months. You guys just saw what I've done in the past 6 months. Again, we normally profit like 70 units a month. So how much you ever bet on your plays, let's say it's $5, let's say it's 10, let's say it's 20, you just times that by like 70, and that is how much you're expected to make per month. You guys tell me if that is worth signing up for an app and taking 5 minutes of your time to do that. Again, rebet is legal in 47 out of 50 states right here. I'm in Texas and I use rebet. It's a really good app that you can bet on money lines and spreads and stuff like that on in states that do not have it legal, okay? So if you're an iPhone user, please text me the word rebet. If you're an Android user, please text me the word parlay. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have you guys sign up for Parlay Play and put $10 into this app, and then you will get 2 free months of my VIP. Again, my number is right here on the screen, so please text me. Again, Android users, parlay, and then iPhone users, rebet. All right, let's get into the plays for the day. I really like this here. I can't overstate this enough. With the VIP, you're going to get 10 plays just like this a day. And you saw how much we profited. You also get that you get it straight to your phone, right? So within maybe 2 minutes a day, you're able to tail all my plays, about 10 picks a day, and you can make money to buy a car with 2 minutes a day of work. So if that doesn't, I don't know, like if that doesn't seem good to you, I don't know what does, right? I did want to get into today's play though, and tell you guys about my strategy, tell you guys about correlation, and tell you guys how to win long-term on PrizePicks. So this is a 4-man, right? I pretty much give a 4-man out on every single video. We hit Thursday's video and Friday's video, and then we've missed Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but that's fine because that's 19x on Thursday, Friday, and now we are on like a 3 or 4 thing drought for the free play, but again, that doesn't really matter. We do have correlation, right? So instead of 4 separate things needing to happen in this 4-man right here, you could potentially have like NBA and NHL and women's basketball and NFL, right? And these could all just mean completely different things, completely different sports. We have 2 plays right here that are very, very correlated together. So starting down here with this Buffalo game, Buffalo versus Eastern Michigan, I do have the quarterback on Buffalo to go over pass yards, and then I have the receiver on Buffalo to go over receiving yards. So we all know quarterbacks and receivers, they're very tied together. The better the quarterback does, the better the receiver is going to do as well. If you think about Mahomes, Kelsey, they're very tied together. If Mahomes does really well, Kelsey's going to do well. If Mahomes does poorly, Kelsey's going to do poorly, right? So very tied together, very correlated. We pretty much just need Buffalo to throw a lot. That means them getting down in this game, it being a shootout, it being a close game. These are very evenly matched teams, Buffalo and Eastern Michigan. So I'm going to take the overs here. Again, the overs should hit. If this quarterback, if he goes and throws for 300 yards, then it's very likely that J.J. Jenkins is going to go over his line as well. And then we do have probably my favorite thing to bet on, my favorite esport, Counter-Strike, right? I'm probably one of the best Counter-Strike bettors on the internet, and we are taking the unders on this Counter-Strike play right here because Counter-Strike is correlated based off of game length. So the longer a game goes on, the more kills that happen in Counter-Strike. The shorter a game goes on, the less kills that happen in Counter-Strike. So a short game, for that to happen, we need one team to absolutely dominate the other team and the game to just end. So these are very, very, very evenly matched teams. Spirit is way better than M8. We are entering the start of a tournament. So the start of a tournament, you have a lot of teams that are really, really good, like top 5 in the world, versus teams that are like top 30th in the world, okay? So these top 5 teams, they're on a completely different level. Spirit is about 2nd, maybe 3rd, maybe 4th team in the world. It kind of depends what time you're looking at them. So this should be an extremely fast game. Spirit should just come in, dominate, and the game ends, right? So the shorter a game goes, the less kills that happen generally in a game. You can think about if overtime happens, if it's a super long game, more kills are going to happen in that game because it goes into overtime. Now, if that doesn't happen and just the rounds, they just finish quickly, then less kills are going to happen in that game because there's less kills, right? Again, over this graph here, there's about 2,000 bets. Sorry, there's about 2,000 bets right here. You can see over this 2,000 bets, probably 1,000 of them have Counter-Strike some way, shape, or form in those bets because there is a lot of Counter-Strike games, and Counter-Strike is one of the most correlated things that you can bet on, okay? So this is the four-man here. Again, we have correlation up here at the top, correlation down here at the bottom. I say this in every single video. Instead of 4 things needing to happen, we just need 2 things needing to happen. We need Buffalo to do good, and we need a short game up here. And that's the strategy, you guys. Like, if these guys go way under, if these Buffalo guys go way under, then it's like, that's completely fine. They're very correlated together. If this guy throws for 100 yards, then this guy is not likely to get 60 yards, okay? And then we do have a play on Better. I do like utilizing Better, Sleeper, Chalkboard, these other apps because they give out promos. So Better gives out a promo every single day. They call it daily discounts. So if you're betting Steph Curry or you like Steph Curry's line on PrizePicks, it's like 26 right now. So why not just go over to Better and bet him at 21.5? You can get Steph Curry at 21.5 on Better, and then I'm taking Giannis over points plus rebounds. I really hope this is still up. Let me go ahead and refresh. It looks like it is not still up, so it looks like they bumped it down. Go ahead and take, you can take Josh Hart under 5.5 assists. You can take, who else can you take? You can take Titus Jones on the Suns. You can take him under 12.5 points. That's another good bet. Josh Hart under assists is probably my favorite bet at 5.5 though, you guys. So Giannis, he's not up anymore. I think they bumped his line up, but go ahead, take Josh Hart under 5.5 assists. I really like that there. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a comment down below if you've cashed with me before. Maybe it's your first couple days. Maybe you've been with me for 6 months. Who knows? Please leave a comment. I would love to read them and love to respond to them. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in tomorrow's video.